Hello, I'm Joshua Perry. I'm a professional climber, and now I do YouTube. And today we're going to talk about Swami belts, the long lost art of Swami belts. If you want to know more about me, you can check out my Instagram right here. And let's get started. Okay, before climbing harnesses, people use Swami belts. And before Swami belts, people use just the rope. This is a bowline on a coil, and I'm first going to show you how to make this. Okay, to start the bowline on a coil, first you want to get maybe an arm length of rope for your tail, and then you start wrapping around your waist. And you want to get at least 8 coils because that's going to give you enough padding so it's not super painful. Either way, it's going to be painful, and that's why harnesses were invented. But this is how they did it back then, and this is actually how I started, is like this, because they never made harnesses small enough for 6-year-olds. So my father would just wrap this rope around my waist. It felt like 100 times. Okay, the key here is to get it nice and tight. You want it tight. Okay, now let me get a zoom in of exactly how this knot is tied. Here's your tail end, here's your other end. You're gonna take it, you're gonna loop it like that. You're then gonna tuck it under all the strands like that, so that loop comes up. You're then gonna take this and feed it through here. Now you got your tail end. You're gonna put it through this top loop and pull it through. That creates your bowline. Cinch it up, get nice and tight, and now we're gonna tie backups. 1, 2. That there is your bowline on a coil. This was before even Swami belts. This is what climbers used to use. Now let's move on to a Swami belt. So after the bowline on the coil, climbers started using this. It's tubular webbing, 17 feet long, and I guess the only advantage to this nowadays would be the fact of its price. This is only about $6, and I'll show you how to tie this together to make a harness out of it, which is called the Swami belt. This whole thing is going to be tied using a water knot. I'll try to break down what a water knot is right here, but you're first going to start with just an overhand like that. Now, just like the bowline on a coil, you're going to wrap this around your waist. And the key again is to keep it as tight as you can get it. The reason you start like this and not in the middle is because when you get to the end, this end will just fall off like that. So by doing it like this, it keeps this end staying right there for when it's time to tie the whole thing together. Okay, nice and tight. Now I'm going to zoom in on how to tie this together. Okay, so water knot is a follow through knot. You're just going to grab this end and you're going to follow this rope, similar to a figure 8. So now you got together, you're going to take it, you're going to work all the slack out of it. Remember, the key is to not have any slack in the system.
Josh, there's a snake over there.
Where?
In the corner.
Where?
I'm pausing this. Can I pause it?
So I just got distracted by a giant black snake. As you can imagine, this is extremely painful to fall on. So climbers had to come up with a better way to get more comfort out of their harnesses. So I'll show you the next thing they did. The next thing was the invention of leg loops. This is a 1-inch tubular webbing, and I'm going to show you how to make leg loops out of it, and then similar to the Swami belt, wrap it around my waist and end it with a water knot. First, you want to start off with about 4 feet of tail. Wrap around your leg, and then do an overhand. Six inches from that, you want to do the same thing for this leg. Okay, so after you get your leg loops on, you're going to wrap around your waist just like the last Swami belt, and then you're going to end it off with a water knot. And then the next thing you do is you would tie your rope in under this loop and under this loop. Now everyone's a different height and different size, so this was a 17-foot one. If you wanted more loops around, you'd have to figure out what your length is and then cut it. This one was 17 foot, and I have like a 28 waist size. Take your rope, feed it through, and then you tie it off like that and get lowered down.
Take 9.
Oh my gosh, take 9? Hi, I'm trying.
I wasn't even laughing.
I can't.
I wasn't. Well, we go. Whoop-ah!
Alright, let me try again.